Me too. So I got so many really good questions asking to understand more about trafficking. I'm going to try to unpack this in a generalized way that can be broadly applied, keeping in mind that trafficking is not a one-size-fits-all problem. There are many misconceptions about it, many people with big opinions, things they've heard and read on the internet, but not necessarily factual. So we need to correct the premise, but we also need to bring it close to home, meaning yes, bad things happen far, far away in many different shapes and forms. However, being focused on how dark the darkness isn't necessarily helping you identify the signs that's happening in your own backyard. So lots of skewed, borderline false perspectives of trafficking for sure. And aside from driving me crazy, I don't see that as helpful. I actually see those things as distracting people from the real problems and solutions. So I'm going to summarize and oversimplify something that is quite complex in an attempt to help define trafficking. First of all, separate it from sex work because it's not the same thing, but also help you identify victims, help you understand if or when a child needs help, signs to look for, and just realize that all these things are very complex. There are many, many layers to this problem. So I'm going to try to help this information be as specific and helpful as possible, but it will need to be tailored to every single situation, community, and all the different nuances of every single occurrence that this can happen. For those who don't know me or why I'm here, I'm a survivor of 20 years of cult abuse and child trafficking. I'm too pissed off to stand by and do nothing while I see this evil thrive in our country and too many good people willing to do nothing. So aside from educating the public and putting a lot of awareness information out there to help people spot the signs and take action and hopefully be compelled that if little or me could be doing something about this, you can too, and none of us have an excuse not to. But beyond talking about it, because running my mouth is not what I'm here to do, I've been taking action for many years. I've been in the space of combating child trafficking. So in addition to raising awareness and making sounds with my mouth, I'm now training law enforcement to identify and combat child trafficking. I can talk more about that. But yes, we need law enforcement legally to be involved, so we should make sure they're effective. I wouldn't be stepping in to help solve problems if I didn't identify way too many problems that I was unwilling to ignore. So I'm going to be unpacking this. And for those who care to listen, thank you for being one of the few that are willing to be aware and willing to do your part.